Hey, welcome! I thought it would be fun to use the Inflate tool in Adobe Illustrator to create a festive little pumpkin. And I'm going to show you exactly how I did it so you can create one of your own. Create a new document in Illustrator. Any size larger than 5 inches wide and 5 inches high will work well. I'm using 300 DPI and CMYK so that the colors are fairly accurate if I want to print this later. Make a box using the rectangle tool. You can press M on your keyboard to quickly access this tool. This will give you the basic shape of your pumpkin. Make sure you have all 4 corners still selected, so that when you click on the circles that are inside from the corners and drag all the way inwards, you will get rounded corners. Drag them in as far as you can go. Then you're going to turn on your rulers. You can use Apple R. From the vertical ruler, you're going to drag a guide and place it in the center of your rectangle. Now, using your pen tool, press the letter P on your keyboard for quick access. Add an anchor point at both the top and the bottom middle of your rectangle. With your white arrow tool, quick key for this is A, select both of the anchor points that you just made. Then press S for scale and drag one of the anchor points inwards. Doing this will drag both anchors simultaneously to make it even. Next, I'll use my pen tool again, and while holding down Option, I'm going to create a curve by clicking on the anchor point and dragging them outwards. I will do this one at a time. They don't have to be even. It's a pumpkin, so organic is okay. Now I'll round out the sharp corners. This gives me the basic pumpkin shape. I want some definition of the ridges set for when I use the Inflate tool, so I'm going to use the Ellipse tool. You can press L on the keyboard to quickly access this. Draw an oval shape similar to the one that I make. Now copy and paste in behind, scaling each one wider. Do this a couple of times and adjust to where you would like them. Make sure you have your ovals above and below the original pumpkin shape, because now we are going to use the Shape Builder tool, which is Shift M for quick access. Since I was playing around with the shapes, I made a duplicate just in case, but you don't necessarily need to. And we're going to select all and then hold down Option for the minus. Then we're going to draw over top of the parts we want to remove. I made the size of the stroke uniform at 0.5 points. Once that is completed, group all of your shapes. Apple G is the quick key for this. Next, open your 3D and Materials panel. If you don't have it in your toolbar already, it's also under Window. Select an orange color for the fill and a darker shade for the stroke. Choose Inflate. This is where you can play around with the settings to get the effects you are happy with. I'm going to overlay the final settings that I ended up using on the left of the screen here, if you want to use those as well. For the pumpkin, I used a leather texture, played around with the settings, and for the lighting, I used 2 light sources and included a yellow shade for the second light source. Use whatever yellow color you would like. It does not have to be exact. Using the pen tool again, draw a stem shape. Then in the 3D and Materials panel, choose Inflate. Again, I'm overlaying my final settings on the left-hand side of this screen. Don't worry if your lighting looks a bit different on your stem than mine for the moment, because I ended up changing the direction of the lighting near the end of the video. These settings will get you the final result. If you'd like, you can draw a little curl coming off of the stem. I used the brush tool, and because I did, I needed to go to Object and Expand in order to adjust the anchor points and make it narrower at the end of the curl. If you create your curl with the pen tool instead of the brush, you'll be able to use the width tool, which is Shift W, to narrow the tip of the curl. I set the curl to the back. And there you have a cute little textured pumpkin that you can use for your projects on social media or in print. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe, as your support means the world to me. If you liked this tutorial and want to see more on this channel, please let me know in the comments.